Sasha for netbooknews.com. It's still the very first day for us during CES 2011. And we're still at the Freescale suite. And with Robert. Robert already introduced us some tablets from Freescale, based on a Freescale platform. And Robert, you have some pretty new devices over here. Could you please walk us through?
Yeah, sure. So, we talked about before some devices that come out of Shenzhen, low price, but also some other tablets that are, looking at Europe and very specific usage models. Here what we have, let's start with the Ozing tablet. So this is a very interesting tablet. As you can see from the user interface, it's specifically designed at the Chinese market. It's resistive touch. And they've done that for a number of reasons. Firstly, they believe in terms of entering Chinese characters and details, you still need a stylus as opposed to the finger. But they've really, you can see from the user interface, this is not designed for a consumer. That's not their target market. This is aimed at the Chinese government and the gifting market. So it's more of a productivity tool. So they've loaded Office, obviously, or Office to go. But also, they realise that people play games at work as well, so they have games on there. So it's more of a productivity and personal device all rolled into one. Now, this is not a low-end product. This is retailing for approximately $600.
Wow! So
it's not. This is the opposite of what we talked about.
Oh, that's
before.
a great rugged build quality.
Yeah, as you can see. It's very nicely put together.
Yeah.
Good usage model. It's designed as an e-reader as well, as you can see from the shafting of the hardware here. And really, what we've seen here is this has been successful, and they've learned very quickly, and they've actually come out with a second generation, which is the same form factor.
Okay.
Sticking with a resistive touch interface, and unfortunately, we just got this yesterday. It won't start shipping for a couple of months.
Okay.
But it's a higher resolution screen, a little bit more responsive. They've improved the UI, added some more bookmarks to get to surf the web a little quicker. But we're seeing the market evolving and adapting extremely quickly.
What about this LivePad A800?
Yeah, so this again, if it's from China Telecom, so as you know, this is a company that knows what they're doing in terms of the wireless space. Again, as you can see, this is a nicely packaged product. It's a 7-inch tablet running Android 2.1. They're looking at really selling this, obviously, with to get revenue through the subscription base. Yeah. But they've done a nice job in terms of preloading a lot of apps. As you know, they have their own app store. So in terms of Android fragmentation, they're not going to expose their end users to that. You can buy a 7-inch tablet. The price point is still being determined, depending on where you are and what kind of subscription rate you're going to sign up for. But it's a 7-inch tablet running Android 2.1, which is in the market today, which will give you a pretty good user experience. You've got a lot of preloaded apps. You can get up and running and get into the tablet world extremely quickly and easily. So again, as you can see, this is more of a consumer device. As we said with Ozing, they're looking more at the enterprise market. And what we're seeing is a lot of customers looking at getting into the different segments of the market. So here's a company called Astri, which, as you can see from the app we've got running and the UI, is looking very closely at the educational market.
Right.
And a very young, starting off 3 to 5 year olds. And they believe that there is a market, they're still determining the price is going to be priced at. They're based out of Hong Kong. But again, if you look at this, is a very robust. It's designed to be dropped and really placed on the floor and moved and played with a young child. And they believe this is a market that is going to take off very quickly. Again, it's an Android, Android 2.1, but they're coming to market with a number of educationally based applications, which will make it very applicable for that marketplace. So again, we're seeing the fragmentation of the tablet market. This is not something that's coming. This is all something that's here today.
Right.
Okay.
And we have another one down there, which is kind of interesting because this is more for a home environment.
Yes. So this is actually a concept from a company called Lydon. But as you can see, this is not aimed at simply browsing, reading email, and consuming video or music. They've really set this up as your home energy gateway or your home monitoring system. So they have a UI here, so if somebody's at the door, you can see who it is. In terms of energy savings, you can see what devices are sucking energy within your home at that time and how much over the last hour, today, over the last month. But also then there's the real, in terms of healthcare as well. these are all, applications that an ecosystem they're looking at evolving and bringing to market very quickly. So again, the tablet is not simply for consumers to consume data as they can, from the PC that they might be today, but the evolution of how the tablet form factor might be used.
Great, fantastic, Robert. So a couple of new Freescale tablets over here from China. Sasha for netbooknews.com. Thanks for watching.